Hey everybody, I wanted to do a quick goodbye to this whale shark. I know I never did a hello video, but unfortunately it's time to say goodbye. Great knife, I do love it, and I wanted to compare it against my current all-time favorite knife. I've gone back and forth with this, and this was my grail knife for a long time. I first saw Carter Juju 13 do a video with this knife, and I just fell in love with the look of it, and I still love the style of this knife, and it's a beast. Unfortunately, I just can't get to know the ergos or get to, I'm not in love with the ergos of the thing. And that's not a hit on the knife, really. It's, it's all design stuff. I wouldn't say flaws at all. I don't find any flaw in the design of this knife. But just for my hand and for my use, first of all, it's too expensive for me to use. I'm just not the kind of guy that can, take a knife this pricey and abuse it. And I know a lot of guys do, and there's, that's nothing against them. But this knife has come to be my favorite. And I've had and carried tons of other knives. Poor Man Sabenza. It's a great knife. I can't fall in love with it. There's certainly no flies on that knife at all. The 5.66, I still carry this knife all the time. It's my beater knife. I got one cheap on eBay, cheap enough that I felt I could abuse it, and I use and abuse this thing daily. Great knife, absolutely a great knife. I de-assisted it. They're just so much more fun to play with when they're de-assisted. With the 801, it is the one for me. There's just something about it. Honestly, I hated the looks of it when I bought it, when they first came out. I just don't like this milling, which I'm sure a lot of people love it. But it's just not my thing. I thought, well, maybe I can sand it down or whatever. I really just bought one because I found one on eBay that I ended up getting for $150, and that was quite a while ago. And I thought, well, I'll play with that, see if I like it. If I don't, I can resell it and get my money back out of it. And I played with it for a while, and I got over the looks almost instantly. There's just something about the way this knife operates that just speaks to me. I dig it in every way. Now the milling doesn't bother me at all. I thought for a long time I'd pimp it out or have it pimped or new scales or no. I like it just the way it is. The blade, when that blade comes out, it just speaks to me. It feels substantial. I love it. But, what I was going to say is the reason I bought it just because I wanted to try an all titanium knife. And that was the cheapest way I could, come about it at that time. And I really like it. The weight, yeah, it's a little heavy. But, for me, it's so what? I don't mind that at all. I'll even, put it in my shorts and, carry it that way. It's no problem. It's a beast. I'm not saying it's the be-all, the end-all, but it certainly is what I love the most. I've got Mannix 2s. I've had just about everything. Paramilitary 2. That knife, I know people love the paramilitary 2, but I just could not. It just it's not flimsy at all, don't get me wrong, but it just feels cheap. And that teeny little point on the end, you know, I just see that thing breaking it right off. And this does have one heck of a point. It comes to a very fine point, but it's beefy. And this is the second one I've had. I got this one from muzeONE on Blade Forums, and he is awesome. I love muzeONE. I got a Microtech SOCOM Elite from him. Both knives are perfect out of the box, just as he described. Love the guy. A little paint on my finger there, if you're wondering. And he's got some cool music and stuff. I'm going to put a link to his stuff down below. So that's about it. Bye-bye, Whaleshark. I do love you, but you don't love me. The other thing about this Whaleshark is it feels like a hatchet. You want to chop with this knife because it's blade heavy. And when I pull it out, I want to chop something with it. It's just too expensive to chop. For me, that is. To each his own. For now, this is my favorite. 5.66 is my beater. And it's a great beater. Love the 5.66. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope that helps if anybody was wondering about these blades or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Love the sound of it too. It's a great sound. Okay, bye-bye, Whaleshark.